Hello there, adventurers, and welcome back to another episode of Neon's Game Night. Tonight, we are taking a look at the full release of the game Coffee Caravan by Broccoli Games. If you might remember, I took a look at the demo version of this back in February for Steam Next Fest, and I liked what I saw of the game. I liked it enough that it solidified my interest in it and made me want to get the game when it came out. It came out about a month ago, I believe, a little over a month ago. And there's been so many new games coming out lately, it's taken me a while to get to it. But here we are tonight, checking it out for Neon's Game Night, and I think there's been a lot of things that have changed a little bit. I can't remember exactly everything how it was during the demo, but we're going to give it a shot tonight here on Neon's Game Night. So, as we're here at the main menu, we can start a new game. There's a few settings and everything, but the thing I'm interested in here is character customization. So we can customize our little barista here, which I think is really cool. We have some clothes, body, hair, and accessory options. So let's go ahead and fiddle around with this a little bit. Let's see here. I think we'll keep that for the clothes. I think we'll rock the little apron there, the black apron. And then for the hair, what kind of hairstyles we got? I actually have quite a few little hairstyles here for our barista. That's pretty impressive, I gotta say. Nice amount of customization, it looks like. This is weird. I don't know why it goes from having, 5 across to having 3. That seems like an odd thing to have. I don't know if it's just because they're kind of grouped by things that are similar. Like, those two are similar styles of hair, so they're on a line by itself. These are all fairly similar. I guess these are certain types of buns, but then this doesn't look so much different than this, and so I don't know why those are on different lines. Anyways, I am getting a little bit caught off in the weeds. I think for a Coffee Caravan, I think we're going to make our character inspired by my favorite coffee-loving FBI special agent, Dale Cooper from Twin Peaks. So he's got sort of really dark hair. That's not quite as what I would say that's Dale Cooper's hair, but it's better than that. So I would say this is going to be the best that we get there. And then for accessories, what would Dale Cooper wear? Maybe some sunglasses? No, not really. He's normally wearing a tie because he's a special agent, but I think in his barista life, he might wear a tie. So let's do a tie. I think that works. Perfect. That's our barista, Dale Cooper. And we'll start a new game. This game does the whole, you have to press and hold a button to make it do things that you want to do. I don't love that. I don't think there's a option for it to turn that off. I'll have to double check, but right. And here's the thing that's been updated since it's released. When it came out, it just had one difficulty, but since then, there's been an update that gives you extra options for your difficulty. You can do cozy, normal, or hard. Normal is as the game was intended. Hard is more advanced recipes, reduce the difficulty only slightly. Decorations have no effects. Cozy, 2 times higher customer patience. So this game operates a lot like Diner Dash or Plate Up or overcooked, in that you have to fulfill your orders in a certain amount of time, and in this game that's just called customer patience. And so the longer it is, obviously the more chill of an experience it is going to be. You know what? Let's do it on the cozy. Let's do it on normal. I think we do it on normal. But what I am going to uncheck is there's this new option when the customer's patience runs out, the map run restarts. That was the default setting. So if you failed one order, you had to start all the way over, which seems kind of brutal. And I didn't encounter that in my demo playthrough, but also it just seemed a lot more chill during that, so I didn't really think that there would be such a penalty for failure, as it were. But that is what it is. You can do 2 different recipes to start with, drip coffee or espresso. Espresso, the way I understand it, I guess has a bit more finesse in terms of its recipe. It's a bit more complicated that way. We're going to go with the drip coffee, because also that's what Agent Cooper would really like, I think. He just likes drip black coffee. Black as midnight on a moonless night, as it were. Alright, so we get a little tutorial where we get to move using the left stick. I'm using a controller. I tried doing, when I was doing some sound testing, I tried doing it with the mouse and keyboard, and it is very cumbersome to play on a mouse and keyboard, in my opinion. So the game recommends using a controller, and I would recommend using a controller as well. So let's come over here. Let's take the coffee beans. We put them in the grinder, and you hold X to grind the coffee. Perfect. We'll take that coffee over here to the coffee maker. Throw some water in that bad boy and wait for a second as it brews up. And get a nice cup of joe served up. There we go. Wait until they drink it. You like the coffee? They like the coffee. Put that bad boy in the sink. Get it all cleaned up. And we're ready to go for more. Perfect. Nice little tutorial. Takes you through the steps. I'm sure that gets hectic with some more complicated recipes as time goes on. But to start... Oh, I did not... How far can I go here? Okay, not too far. But I had never tried that before. Like, how far you could go off of the thing. But that's funny. Alright, continue. Actually, let's check to see. Can I... No, I can't. Change the hold. Maybe it's under accessibility? UI hold interaction length. There we go. 0.5 seconds is the lowest that you can take it. And you can take it all the way to 2.5 seconds. Still, the option to decrease it is better than not having it, I believe. So let's do that. And let's continue. Alright, so this is how the game is laid out. You have this sort of map here that you navigate through with your coffee caravan that sort of represents just your journey that you take along your route. And all these different things correspond to different nodes. As you can see, the legend over here at the bottom left hand indicates different shops, whether you get treasure, easy customers, hard customers, or unknown. And once you make a selection, you're kind of locked in to that particular line for a little bit until you can move and make different choices. So you do that along this whole map until you get to the sort of boss, I guess, which is Extreme Day. There at the top of the map. And it looks like there's a couple of requirements that you have to have. Down here, you have this little line that says you should probably have a cafe quality of 2 stars before getting past here. And then up here at Extreme Day, you need to have at least 2 recipes, it looks like, to even take on an Extreme Day. So, that's how the map layout works there. And so here we have our choice of taking easy customers, hard customers, or easy customers again. However, the other important thing to note is you want to look at like what is along the path, because the shops give you access, is what allows you to buy different recipes and stuff. It might not be the best thing to start out with these easy customers and have the shop immediately afterwards, because we might not have enough. We really might not have that much money. So what I'm thinking is I think we go over to this left path here. That kind of gives us, I think, the best of all the worlds. We get to, along this path, we'll get an easy customer, hard customer, treasure, shop, a mystery thing, and then back to a hard customer before we can make a different choice. But I think that's how we should progress. Alright, so now that you get to this point, you can kind of unpack your truck here that has all your coffee making supplies and fit them up in your caravan the way that you want to kind of optimize things for your workflow and stuff. You can also rename the caravan. So I wonder how long of a name you can name it. So can we do Black as Midnight? Nope. Cannot. What about Cooper's Coffee? Yes, we can do that. So let's go with that. Cooper's Coffee Caravan. We love alliteration around here. So let's see. Let's see how we should orient all of this. Let's also just get some things outside of the truck just to see what we're working with. Well, first off, this is our little table here that we serve on. I think we should put this there for the time being. So thinking how this works, we're going to want the coffee beans and the grinder pretty close together, right? I feel like that makes sense. You can also rotate these by going X just to make things nice that way. So if they're right beside each other, it could also be nice to just be up and then down. That could work, I think. But what if we did like side by side? So you grind that there. And then we have a little staging area there. Maybe the sink next. Beside that, we can put the coffee maker, because we'll take the beans to the coffee maker. But then does that make... Then I think it would make more sense then to actually have... maybe not. Maybe not. Let's set this up a little bit differently. Let's have the sink right there, the coffee maker right there, and then we'll have our coffee cups right beside it, and then this extra little counter space. And then this trash bin can just kind of go at the end. I think that is a fairly efficient way to work. I guess we'll find out. Let's start the day. Alright. Dale Cooper's ready to sling some coffee. Any customers coming? Alright, we got a customer. And they're going to want black coffee probably, right? So let's get that ground up. Put that into the coffee maker. Put the water into the coffee pot. Let's put one of those there in reserve. And let's get this one out to the customer. Go ahead and take that dirty cup right there and let you start drinking that. I'll wash this coffee cup. Get this one in reserve. Put this in the sink. Oh, okay. Get this coffee out to the customer. Oh, I need to wash that. Gotta wash it. I don't think the customers will like dirty cups. We're doing okay, though, I think. Here's coffee there. And we'll put that to the side. Do we need to make more? We might need to make more, but let's get that to the sink. Let's get this coffee out to our customer, get this washed, and I think that's actually going to be everything for this day. So it looks like we've day successfully completed. We got 30 coffee bucks in total earnings. Perfect. And that's what a day looks like. After you get through with that day, you can progress from there. Usually if there's an option to like go into multiple directions, you can make your choice there, but since we are kind of locked on this path for a little bit, we just kind of have to go forth. And I think everything was just fine the way it was, so we'll start the day again. Get this coffee ground up. Get another nice batch going. I also really enjoy the music. The music is also very cozy and chill. Like I say, I'm surprised at how punishing the normal difficulty could be in that sense. That if a customer lost patience, that you would go all the way back to the beginning. That seems pretty wild considering just how nice and cozy the actual gameplay loop of this is. Because it's really nice to just get into a little bit of a rhythm here and get cups washed, get cups filled with coffee, and just run through that loop. And, you know, one of the things that overwhelms me a little bit with games like Diner Dash and Overcooked is just how stressful it can be when you're trying to get things done on a strict timers and not just have a little bit of a sort of chill and enjoyable experience. But so probably for the most part, I probably actually would play this on a cozy mode just to kind of get a bit more of that, because I haven't been paying too much attention to the customer patience level, but I have been noticing the times that I've looked down that it does seem to go down fairly quickly. And I definitely think that in the later stages, that could impede some of my enjoyment of the game. Alright, so day successfully completed. Those were harder customers now, we do have to remember that. And we got 48 coffee bucks. Right, so now along the line we have a treasure to look at. What do we got? We got 3 choices here. We can choose a free treasure of 75 more coffee bucks, a turbo drip coffee maker, or a dirty cups rack. Interesting. So let's look at the information here. 3 seconds coffee making process, automatic, 5 times produced portions. It's lightning fast, minus 2 seconds over non-turbo, and produces a whole kettle of drip coffee from water and ground coffee. That's pretty nice. And it's worth 150 coffee bucks, typically. So a dirty cups rack is kind of nice, but I don't think we really need it right now. The turbo drip coffee maker, I think, is the one you have to go for, because it's worth 150 coffee bucks. Like, even taking the 75 coffee bucks would have that would just give us just enough to buy it if we like found it in a shop. So let's go ahead and take the coffee maker. Oh, and we get to go directly to the store next. Hey, look at that. Alright, so this is the first time I've actually seen a shop. When I played the demo version, I didn't even get to see a store. So we can buy appliances, you can buy upgrades, and even decorations. The decorations, as you can see, gives better things like bonuses: 15% customer patience, 5% customer patience for the plant. It's called a patient plant. Being a succulent, I guess the joke is that succulents are very non-demanding, so I think that's funny. And so that explains the hard difficulty in that decorations do not give us those bonuses. So what shall we do here? Turbo sync. The automatic coffee grinder would be really nice, but I do not have the money for it. You can re-roll the shop? Oh, you can spend a bit of money to re-roll the shop. That's interesting. Drip coffee plus ice, drip coffee plus milk. How would I... Do we have what we need for that? You get these appliances if you don't already have them. Okay, so as you buy recipes, you will acquire more appliances. That's kind of nice. Drip coffee plus ice. Drip coffee plus milk. What should we do, friends? We only really have enough to buy another coffee grinder, a standard table. Oh, well, we can't buy one of the recipes even if we wanted to. It's 80 and 90, and even espresso is 80. So we can't do any of that. So let's do the table, maybe. That gives us just an extra spot to seat people. We could also just leave the shop and keep saving up. That's also a choice. You know, let's actually re-roll the shop. See how that does. Oh, that did not do us very well, actually. Speed plant, plus 15% player movement speed. I'm actually going to do that. Item added to your stock. Perfect. And let's leave. And now we got a mystery. What is the mystery? New random circumstance. Lazy day, 10% less customers. This circumstance will affect all subsequent days in the map run. Interesting. Okay, so the random circumstance is kind of a modifier on things going forward. And so that's actually going to affect our earning potential as well. I don't know how much I love that. That's kind of... It's kind of a bummer, actually, I think. Let's put the plant over there. And now we have a turbo coffee maker. So let's see here. Let's move the trash bin right over here. Move the coffee cups over there. Put the turbo maker there. So when we start, I guess we'll just make both pots. All right. Good enough. Let's start the day. Get started on some beans here. And over here. Get some water going in both of these spots. Alright, I'll have your coffee right out, miss. Here you go. We'll take that back and put it in the sink. And drop a coffee right there for you. Grab that from the customer. Get them a nice, fresh, hot cup of joe. Having the two coffee machines there is kind of nice, because then we can just kind of just run this nice little loop. And I don't think we should really have to worry about running out of coffee now. We haven't run out of... I guess we ran out of coffee once and had to brew another batch. But now that we have 2, I don't know if, like, the number of customers increases as you go down the line, or if it's just a random number. I'm not entirely sure how all that works, but there's a coffee for you. Got a coffee on deck. Take that back. Give you a coffee here. Get this cup washed up, and these should be our last 2 customers for the day. Oh, we need to put that back. Take that, put it in the sink, and here you go, the last coffee of the day. Hope you enjoy. It's exactly the way Cooper likes it. Right. Alright, we got 54 coffee bucks that day. That works. We'll take it. And now we got a choice. We can do treasure or a mystery circumstance. So the mystery circumstance, I guess, is interesting because that kind of... The previous one helps us, but it also hinders us. It helps us in that, like, there'd be less chance of us failing because there's less customers. However, less customers means you're selling less, so you don't get as much money for upgrades and stuff. I think I'm going to do the treasure. Yeah, let's do the treasure. Choose the free treasure. We can do a nice table. Is there any reason to have a nice table over another, just a regular table? I wonder if that goes towards increasing our cafe quality, but it doesn't tell us. You could also do another turbo drip coffee maker. I don't think that's particularly useful. Let's do the 80 cash buckaroos. Alright, continuing on, we got a couple of easy days, it looks like, before we can get to a shop. And our coffee quality is still 1 star. Select more recipes or recipes with higher quality to increase the quality of your cafe. Okay, so it's entirely on recipes that changes your cafe quality level. It doesn't have anything to do with the decorations or the seating or the equipment that you have. At least based off of this description. Okay. So that's interesting. Oh, it's right over there, over on the top, over in the left-hand side of the screen. It tells you how many customers you can expect for the day. So today, we can expect 7 customers, which means once we brew our 2 pots of coffee, we aren't going to have to make any more. So let's get this day started. I do really enjoy the pace of the game. Starting out each day, just going through a really tried and true method of getting the coffee started. I don't know, it just feels really good. I really enjoy games where you're just kind of preparing coffee. I like coffee in general in real life, and so I get really giddy when I see more games that utilize coffee and are sort of about coffee come out, especially when they're nice and cozy and kind of just easygoing. Some highlights include the Coffee Talk games. If you've never played those are just sort of like narrative visual novels that sort of take place in a coffee shop in Seattle, in a fictionalized version of Seattle, but I really like them. And so when I saw during the Next Fest in February this game coming out, that was just a nice little pitch of having your own little coffee caravan and traveling the world and making coffee, like, that honestly sounds kind of like the dream to me, so. Alright, and that'll do it for that day. Perfect. Only made 36 bucks there, so it's going to be kind of nice that we took that money earlier. We'll have no way to get our cafe quality level up any higher until we get to that shop. So, got another day ahead of us. We got 8. Okay, so it does look like the farther you go, even the easy days will increase in the amount of customers. But that also means, once again, as Cooper runs around in circles, I feel like this is definitely a post-retirement Dale Cooper, in an alternate reality where Dale Cooper went to Twin Peaks and solved all its problems, and everything happened, and everybody lived happily ever after. He retires from the FBI and gets his own little coffee caravan. That's my headcanon. Whether or not David Lynch would agree with me or not, I really don't care. Okay, here's a coffee for you. And they are going down a bit faster, the patience level is. So, yeah, I can see how cozy mode could become very enticing after a while. It isn't like super fast. We're not in danger so far of missing an order so far, but there definitely is a bit of an increase there in speed required. Oh, I need to wash that. Customer's not going to enjoy a dirty cup. And we're down to our last 2. So we'll wash this cup here, get it set with some coffee for them, and put this back. I also imagine it gets a lot more hectic when you have multiple recipes to manage. With just the one recipe, it's really nice just to kind of go in a nice loop. But I imagine once you get some more recipes, it becomes a little more hectic trying to figure things out. And so I can definitely see the appeal of cozy mode in that sense. But we're actually getting fairly close to our first extreme day here. So let's visit this shop. Alright, so based off of our thing here, we can now buy a new recipe. I think we're going to do drip coffee plus milk. Recipe successfully bought. And then we have enough to also buy drip coffee plus ice. But what could also be nice is to get this 4 times large cups. Instead, well, maybe that doesn't really help us all that much. It gives us more cups, more clean cups immediately. But I believe at any given station you can only have 1 cup otherwise. So like, if we have 1 cup in reserve, it doesn't really help us out all that much. We could buy another sink, but I'm interested in the 4 times large cups, but I don't really know how that helps us without having a place to put the dirty cups, right? So the way we have it now, we were able to cycle through it fairly easy because we just have 1 spot. Let's spend a little bit of money to re-roll and see if there's anything else interesting here. We could buy another standard table. I think that could help us out. Perfect. And we'll leave the shop. And we got another mystery occurrence. New customer unlocked, a dog lover. is slower drinking and eating, but has more patience. Okay, so that actually could be a good thing that we got another table. Because that way, if, you know, we have a dog lover that's taking more time to drink, and somebody that isn't, that's just a regular customer, their patience goes faster, they can be on the other table. Alright, we got a hard day ahead of us. We own a new recipe. In the preparation for the day, choose which recipes you want to use. Drip coffee plus milk. We grind the coffee beans. You put the coffee beans in the drip coffee maker. And then after we wait for the coffee to brew, we put the milk and coffee into the large cup and serve. Okay. We can try it. Ooh, that's nice. So you can get little tutorials for new recipes. That's really cool. That is really, really cool. It's just like the first tutorial, but it goes straight over the new stuff. And there you go. Oh, you serve it with the milk. Perfect. That's really cool. Okay. Excellent. I'm all about it. Easy peasy. Alright. Close. Yes, we want to have both of the coffee recipes. We're going to see 12 people. Okay. Yikes. That's a lot. We'll put the... No, let's put the fridge. Let's put the trash can over here. Let's put the fridge there. That should work. Getting cramped in this caravan. And... where should we put this one? Right there? I think that works. Could get a little cramped, maybe. This gives us a bit more of a path to both of the two there, I think. So let's do that. And nothing to it but to do it. Let's do it. Start the day. Let's get started on these, getting these pots of coffee going. Coffee ground up, water into both. And this one wants a coffee with milk, so we'll get that and serve them. That has a little doggy. Cute little doggy. And this wants a coffee with milk as well. Grab this and wash it up. This person just wants drip coffee, so we'll give that to them. Get this washed up. You also just want drip coffee. Perfect. We are doing good here, I would reckon. Alright, we got one coffee with milk. Coming right up, my lady. And one regular drip coffee. Get that coffee cup washed. Got a coffee with milk. Oh, okay. We got the milk, right? Yes. Okay. I just couldn't tell there for a second. And coffee with milk there. Get this washed up. Another coffee with milk. Get that going. And then just a plain old cup of joe. Black as midnight as a moonless night. And oh, I need to get some coffee going. Oh boy. This is not good. Not good at all. Alright, let's put that into the turbo. Let's get this washed. And we'll put that into the turbo machine. And serve this up this coffee. Whew. Good thing it's a owner with a dog. It's a dog owner customer, so they had more patience. Alright, we got a bonus, a $22 bonus, and so we made 102 coffee bucks there. Excellent. Alright, we're here on our last 2 days before Extreme Day. I think we're going to get through this first Extreme Day if we can, here in this episode before we send off. Things are heating up. We got 13 customers today, which means we're going to have to brew 3 pots of coffee, ultimately. Alright, let's get going. Oh no, I don't need that. I need this to start. Grinding up the beans. Got that done for both. Get water in both of those. First person just wants regular coffee. Same as the second person, which is nice. Let's just get both of these cups washed here so that both people are sat. Coffee and a milk for this person. Regular coffee for that person. Oh boy, things are going much faster now. Okay, regular coffee to the person on the left. Get this washed. Coffee and milk for the person on the right. Oh boy, things are starting to pick up. Can we keep track of everything? Cooper's just got to keep a cool head. Alright, one on the left needs coffee and milk. And you just need a coffee. Let's get some more grinds going here. Got another pot there. And, uh-oh. This is not going well. I need a coffee and milk. I need 2 coffee and milks. Oh boy, almost forgot the milk. And we got another milk there. Whew. Man, things are really picking up here. Alright, we're down to our last 2, so I think we're good. We're fine. Coffee and milk there. And a coffee and milk here. Whew. Man. If this is just a normal hard day, I can't imagine what Extreme Day is going to be like. Alright. 110 total earnings. Alright, let's see what we got here in the shop before we get to this Extreme Day. I don't really want to manage another recipe. That seems hard. So, is there anything that we can have here to help in the long run? A doghouse takes down customer, or adds 15% customer patience, which is nice. Let's re-roll the shop though, see if we can get... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Dang it. Dirty cups rack. I don't think that's going to help us out that much. Drip coffee maker plus grinder would have been nice had I not accidentally spent the money on the doghouse, but it's okay. We have a pupper. That's always nice. Dirty cups rack. Let's re-roll one more time. 4 times large cups. Ooh. You know what? Let's try it out. Let's try out having the 4 cups. All right. Let's leave. And we got Extreme Day. Every barista's worst nightmare is Extreme Day. Oh boy, there's even flames going on. Holy cow. Not sure how I feel about this. Alright, so I'm worried that having... Let's move the trash can over here. I haven't had to use it so far. I still want to have a space that I can use to put a coffee or something just kind of in between. But that way now we have 6 cups to work with, just kind of in general there. We have 18 customers to serve today. Holy cow. That is a lot. I'll put the trash can there. Let's put the doggy right there. Whew. Alright. Let's give this a whirl. How we're gonna get along, I don't know. I guess we'll find out. There's only one way to find out and know for sure. First person just wants a regular old cup of coffee. We'll take it. Second person just wants regular coffee. How many items can we put in the sink? I can only put one thing in the sink. That's not good. Alright, so let's do that. Oh boy. Uh-oh. This is not good. We are behind. Not good at all. Things are going crazy. Alright, we really need to wash these dishes. This is not good. This is not good. Alright, I got a little flustered and I'm behind. I've kind of lost my groove. So let's just try to get it back, shall we? Alright, that person needs coffee. Here you go. Thankfully, they've only needed drip coffee so far. This is fine. Oh, this person needs drip coffee plus milk. Famous last words, right? And this person also needs coffee plus milk. Okay. Here we go. I need to get more coffee going. Let's get that going. Okay. I need to get out and get those dishes here. This is not good. Uh-oh. We're running out of time. Okay. Oh. Get that one. Oh no. Get that one. Okay. Gosh. That was so close. This is not good. You just need a regular drip coffee. You need coffee with milk. Oh boy. There you go. You also need coffee with milk. And we're going to need to brew a batch of coffee. Okay. Here you go. There's your coffee with milk. And we need water into that. Whew, I think we made it. This is our last person. They just need a regular cup of coffee. Alright, here you go. Oh no. Rookie mistake. I didn't take the dirty cup from him. Oh no. Oh, did you see that? We almost lost. We almost lost that one. Okay, well, we made it for our first extreme day. And we've unlocked a new caravan. Yay. Congratulations, you made it to the finish line. We got a medium caravan and a $200 bonus. And as with all these types of games, you start back over with a new map. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think that is all the time I've got for this episode of Neon's Game Night. We made it all the way through our first little road here on Coffee Caravan and made it through our first extreme day. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'll leave you off. If you liked the video, consider liking and subscribing. give your feedback to me down in the comment section down below. If Coffee Caravan looks interesting to you, you can find the link, the Steam link, down in the description below. But other than that, guys, I will catch you all in the next video. Cheers.